Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It is a fantastic Thursday, and we have so much to unpack today. CBS Beyond the Gates. Spoilers. We have been tracking this for weeks, and the drama in Fairmont Crest is about to reach an absolute boiling point. Let us be real for a second. Leslie Dana Thomas has been running from accountability since the moment Leslie Dana Thomas stepped foot in Fairmont Crest. The August 20th spoilers reveal that Leslie Dana Thomas is finally forced to confront the past to find a place in this town. Can you believe it took this long? We all saw Leslie Dana Thomas reject the offer Marcel made to move onto the boat owned by Marcel. Why did Leslie Dana Thomas do that? Because Leslie Dana Thomas is still toxically obsessed with Ted Richardson. Eva gave Leslie Dana Thomas a brutal reality check. And honestly, I am totally on the side of Eva. Leslie Dana Thomas is a textbook narcissist. I think this move was a huge mistake because Leslie Dana Thomas threw away a solid, healthy relationship with Marcel just to chase Ted Richardson, a man who is already tangled up in a messy web with Shanice Johnson and Nicole Dupree. Historically, Leslie Dana Thomas has always chosen chaos over stability. Remember when Leslie Dana Thomas hijacked the transplant interview of Eva? That was classic Leslie Dana Thomas behavior. Now, the past is catching up. Will Leslie Dana Thomas finally apologize for the destruction Leslie Dana Thomas caused? Or will Leslie Dana Thomas just pivot to another manipulation tactic? A lot of fans think Leslie Dana Thomas will change. But I actually think Leslie Dana Thomas is completely incapable of genuine growth. Leslie Dana Thomas only cares about Leslie Dana Thomas, and this forced self-reflection will likely just result in more scheming. But here is the kicker. Speaking of Ted Richardson, the spoilers for Thursday show Ted Richardson bonding with none other than Bill Hamilton. Amazing. Two of the most complicated, ego-driven men in Fairmont Crest finding common ground in a hospital room. Bill Hamilton is currently recovering from being poisoned by Haley Hamilton, while Ted Richardson is juggling Shanice Johnson and Nicole Dupree. What do Bill Hamilton and Ted Richardson have in common? The Dupree women. Bill Hamilton destroyed a marriage with Danny Dupree, and Ted Richardson has a massive, unresolved history with Nicole Dupree. I find it absolutely fascinating that Bill Hamilton and Ted Richardson are bonding over shared history. This is a classic daytime soap trope. Two former rivals or disparate alpha males realizing Bill Hamilton and Ted Richardson are two sides of the same coin. Let us look at the psychology here. Bill Hamilton is an egomaniac who cannot handle losing control, which is exactly why Bill Hamilton hooked up with Danny Dupree in the elevator during the tornado. Ted Richardson is more subtle, but Ted Richardson still crossed a major line with Nicole Dupree recently, despite telling Shanice Johnson that Ted Richardson was falling in love with Shanice Johnson. Think about the sheer audacity of Bill Hamilton and Ted Richardson. Bill Hamilton is a man who believes Bill Hamilton is invincible. Even while lying in a hospital bed, actively being poisoned by Haley Hamilton, Bill Hamilton still thinks Bill Hamilton is the smartest person in the room. Ted Richardson is equally arrogant, believing Ted Richardson can juggle the affections of Shanice Johnson, Leslie Dana Thomas, and Nicole Dupree without any consequences. When Bill Hamilton and Ted Richardson start swapping stories, the conversation is not just bonding. The conversation is an echo chamber of toxic masculinity. Bill Hamilton and Ted Richardson will validate the worst impulses of each other. I can already see Bill Hamilton convincing Ted Richardson that Ted Richardson deserves to have both Shanice Johnson and Nicole Dupree. This bonding session is going to spell absolute disaster for the women of Fairmont Crest. It is crazy to think about Bill Hamilton and Ted Richardson teaming up, but in Fairmont Crest, trauma bonds create the strongest alliances. And you will not believe what happens next with Nicole Dupree. How is Nicole Dupree handling all of this? Not well, you guys. The August 20th teasers state that an unexpected reaction causes Nicole Dupree to undergo a deep self-examination in front of Kial Rollins. Nicole Dupree just hosted an amazing open mic night for Noah Rollins, the son of Kial Rollins. Kial Rollins is a good, stable man. But let us be real for a second. Nicole Dupree loves the mess. Nicole Dupree has been juggling Carlton and Ted Richardson for months. When Ted Richardson crossed that line with Nicole Dupree, the action planted a massive seed of doubt in the mind of Nicole Dupree. What is this unexpected reaction? I believe Nicole Dupree might accidentally call Kial Rollins by the name of Ted Richardson. Or perhaps Nicole Dupree will have a panic attack realizing Nicole Dupree is self-sabotaging a healthy relationship with Kial Rollins. Let us dig deeper into the psyche of Nicole Dupree. Nicole Dupree is carrying the weight of the entire Dupree legacy on the shoulders of Nicole Dupree. With Vernon Dupree fighting for life in a hospital bed after being gunned down, Nicole Dupree is desperately trying to maintain a facade of control. But Kial Rollins represents a peaceful, drama-free life, and Nicole Dupree is addicted to the adrenaline of toxic relationships. Historically, whenever Nicole Dupree gets close to true happiness, Nicole Dupree hits the self-destruct button. I think the unexpected reaction Nicole Dupree experiences is a trauma response. Nicole Dupree is looking at Kial Rollins and realizing that Kial Rollins does not have the dark, complicated edge that Ted Richardson possesses. It is a tragic realization. Nicole Dupree wants to be the healthy, evolved woman, but the roots of Nicole Dupree are firmly planted in the chaotic soil of Fairmont Crest. I passionately defend the right of Nicole Dupree to figure things out, but I ruthlessly criticize Nicole Dupree for stringing Kial Rollins along. Kial Rollins deserves better than being collateral damage in the eternal saga of Nicole Dupree and Ted Richardson. Now, let us pivot to the younger generation, because Eva and Izaiah are facing some extremely hard truths today. This is heartbreaking, but absolutely necessary. Eva is a transplant survivor who has been through absolute hell, mostly thanks to Leslie Dana Thomas. Izaiah is a man covered in physical and emotional scars. We just saw Izaiah bonding with Joey Armstrong, with Joey Armstrong calling Izaiah a living legacy. But wait! Joey Armstrong is currently sitting in a jail cell, brilliantly framed by Heather Armstrong and Randy Parker for the attempted murder of Vernon Dupree. Izaiah has to look at the criminal empire of Joey Armstrong and decide if Izaiah wants to be part of that dark. The hard truths between Eva and Izaiah will likely center around the violent past of Izaiah and the fragile future of Eva. Can you believe Izaiah might actually walk away from Eva to protect Eva? That is a classic daytime television move. A lot of fans think Eva and Izaiah will break up, but I actually think Eva and Izaiah will use these hard truths to forge an unbreakable bond. Eva has already faced death. Eva is not afraid of the shadows surrounding Izaiah. However, Izaiah must confess everything to Eva. If Izaiah hides any connection to the current legal troubles of Joey Armstrong, Eva will never forgive Izaiah. The psychological power struggle here is intense. Eva wants total transparency, while Izaiah is used to surviving in the dark. All of this deep emotional groundwork on Thursday is setting the stage for an absolute powder keg on Friday, August 21. CBS Beyond the Gates. Spoilers. We have to talk about what is coming next. Danny Dupree is going to clash with Haley Hamilton once again. Haley Hamilton just caught Danny Dupree kissing the hand of Bill Hamilton. Haley Hamilton is a ruthless sociopath who is actively poisoning Bill Hamilton, and Danny Dupree is blindly walking right into the trap set by Haley Hamilton. Danny Dupree thinks Danny Dupree is saving Bill Hamilton, but Danny Dupree is just making Danny Dupree a massive target. Furthermore, Andre Richardson is going to threaten Heather Armstrong. That is crazy. Heather Armstrong is the notorious impaler, a ruthless criminal who orchestrated the hit on Vernon Dupree. Andre Richardson is way out of the league of Andre Richardson. Heather Armstrong probably has that selfie of Heather Armstrong and Danny Dupree, and Heather Armstrong will use the selfie to blackmail Andre Richardson. I think Andre Richardson confronting Heather Armstrong is a huge mistake because Heather Armstrong has absolutely nothing to lose. We also cannot forget about the underlying tension with Randy Parker. Randy Parker is currently tracking the movements of Heather Armstrong. Joey Armstrong trusted Randy Parker, But Randy Parker betrayed Joey Armstrong by helping Heather Armstrong frame Joey Armstrong for the shooting of Vernon Dupree. If Andre Richardson threatens Heather Armstrong, Randy Parker might get caught in the crossfire. And what about Chelsea Hawthorne and Kat Richardson? Chelsea Hawthorne is suffering from severe PTSD flare-ups triggered by the stalker-like behavior of Haley Hamilton. Chelsea Hawthorne and Kat Richardson have been acting as amateur sleuths, and Chelsea Hawthorne actually installed a hidden camera. Finally, Madison Montgomery returns to the hospital with the blood test results of Bill Hamilton. Madison Montgomery is the key to exposing the poisoning plot of Haley Hamilton. I predict that when Madison Montgomery brings those blood test results, Chelsea Hawthorne will simultaneously produce the video footage showing Haley Hamilton poisoning the water of Bill Hamilton. The walls are closing in on Haley Hamilton from every single direction, and the entire empire of lies built by Haley Hamilton will crumble to the ground. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Madison Montgomery will finally expose Haley Hamilton? Or will Haley Hamilton find a way to silence Madison Montgomery before the truth comes out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe to CBS Beyond the Gates spoilers for all the latest updates, deep dives, and exclusive Fairmont Crest news.